short of using the military, it's really hard to see how ICE by itself could round up 10 million people in the country, all scattered. Many of them, you don't know where they are now. Their addresses, they have a court date at some future point, but where are they? Who are they? ICE is not going to be able to do it on its own. So it's interesting. You showed me the video of Tom Homan, the nominee to head up this operation, and this guy he's got a funny way of speaking, but he's very straightforward, and it looks like he's like the kind of guy who's unmoved, because normally you're like, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to show some kind of crying illegals on CNN, and then we're going to get, Ana Navarro and all these characters, railing about it, and then the Republicans immediately run away from this. I think we're at a point where that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen in part because, first of all, the American people have said in surveys that they are on board with this, and not only that, the very groups that seemingly are affected by it, Hispanics, for example, are actually more in favor of deportations than whites. So there's no reason for Trump or for the administration to back off. And the only question is, can they pull it off?
Yeah. Well, they seem to have a plan, right? And, Governor Abbott has been trying to to deport and stop from coming on the border, wanting to put the wall back up, all those things, and he hasn't been able to.
Well, let me say something. I do think that Governor Abbott is in a way, the genius that has created the political annoyance that is now the backbone of support for the deportations. And here's why. As long as the problem was confined to Texas, to California, the Californians were okay with it. And the Texans were not okay with it, but the problem was here in Texas. So the moment Governor Abbott goes, you know what? I'm going to send 10,000 of them to New York City. I'm going to send 5,000 to Chicago. What he did was he nationalized the exposure.
He did, and then DeSantis followed suit. So this was a political masterstroke. It was.
Right? It was. But continue with your thoughts about Abbott and where this is going.
So he offered, I believe, 1,400 acres, something like that, to build a facility to house all these people so that they could process them and then send them back. According to Mr. Tom Homan, he said that they were going to get these airplanes and that they were going to process these people, find out which country of origin they came from, get their papers from this country of origin. He said it would take about 2 weeks.